Hello everyone, my name is Paul Killingworth and I'm the District Sales Manager for the Florida region with Premier World Discovery. Thank you for joining me on this preview of the tours that we're partnering with Roseborough Travel on. We have the Historic South Holiday on December the 6th, the Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta both in 2020 and 2021, and then finally we'll be going through the Kentucky Bluegrass and Noah's Ark tour, which takes place on the 15th of April 2021. Give you a little bit of information about our company. We are in a 21st year of business and are based out of Redondo Beach, California. We offer more than 80 fully guided global tour programs to 50 countries and 6 continents, which also includes exclusive European river cruise charters solely for Premier World Discovery guests. We also offer more than 40 guided tours throughout the United States and Canada. Our programs include round-trip airfare, deluxe motor coach transport, daily breakfasts and select dinners throughout your tour, also the benefits of a tour director who will be with you through the duration. Our travel programs include quality hotels that complement the itinerary, and every tour has iconic must-see attractions, sites and venues. We like to include as many as possible and limit the number of optional excursions. The first tour that we'll be looking at will be the Historic South Holiday. I'll be giving a brief overview of the itinerary and some of the highlights of the tours to give you an idea of what you can expect. I will leave all the major info to our tour director on the trip, as they do a much better job than I do. On this tour there are a total of 10 meals, including 6 breakfasts, 1 lunch and 3 dinners. We have 6 nights hotel accommodations, 2 nights at the Holiday Inn Historic District or the Homewood Suites Historic District Charleston, 2 nights at the Hilton Garden Inn or Doubletree Historic District Savannah, and 2 nights at the Courtyard by Marriott or the Trip by Wyndham in St. Augustine. Day 1 of our tour, we're going to arrive in Charleston, South Carolina and meet your tour director. You'll check into your hotel for a 2-night stay. Our first hotel is the Holiday Inn Historic District, which is situated in Upper King and Meeting Street neighborhood within the Historic District. It's directly across from the Wolf Street Playhouse. Amenities include a fitness center, an outdoor heated swimming pool. The meeting room, restaurant and tapas bar offers farm-to-table dining prepared with local ingredients. And then the Homewood Suites is located right next to King Street. The hotel has an outdoor pool, a fitness center and a bar. And this evening we'll enjoy a welcome dinner with your tour director and fellow travelers. Day 2, our day starts with a Charleston City tour, where we'll view historic homes and restored buildings that have helped give Charleston the reputation of the charm spot of the South. We will also see the famous Pineapple Fountain on the Charleston waterfront and see the Arthur Revenal Jr. Bridge, which is the 3rd largest cable-stayed bridge in the Western Hemisphere. We will enjoy a stop at the interesting City Market, which has been the cultural center of Charleston since the 1800s. The complex is listed on the National Register of Historic Places and was further designated a National Historic Landmark. The city's vendors sell souvenirs and other items ranging from jewelry to goulash sweetgrass baskets. We'll also see the old Citadel, Marion Square and Washington Square. Later we will travel to the Charleston City Marina to board a boat and travel to Fort Sumter. The narrated tour features the harbour along with a guided tour of the fort, which is only accessible by boat. It was here on April the 12th, 1861, that Confederate troops fired the first shots of the Civil War. After dinner, we'll enjoy a holiday lights drive through one of Charleston's popular districts, decked out for the holiday season. The Festival of Lights is known for its 3-mile driving tour, featuring an estimated 2 million shimmering lights. Day 3 of our tour. This morning we'll begin with a drive to the 738-acre Boone Hall Plantation. Once the center of a cotton plantation and still a working farm, the half-mile impressive entry is lined with oak trees and dotted with camellias and azaleas. While we're there, we'll also get a chance to see the cotton fields and the old slave houses. Then next, we travel along South Carolina's scenic coastal route to the charming town of Beaufort, which has retained much of its pre-Civil War character. We'll enjoy a Beaufort horse-drawn carriage tour to learn about the local Civil War history and see antebellum and Victorian architecture. Then we'll travel to the fascinating city of Savannah, America's first planned city, whose entire restored center is a registered National Historic Landmark. Our choice of hotels will be the Hilton Garden Inn, which is within walking distance of River Street and surrounded by nightlife, restaurants and shopping. The hotel has an outdoor pool, fitness center, and you can enjoy food and drink at the Garden Grill and Bar or the Pavilion Lounge. The Doubletree Historic District Savannah is just steps away from the vibrant city market and the shops and restaurants of River Street. The hotel has a fitness center and the private outdoor pool. John Ryan's Bistro there and pub serves dishes with a southern flair. Tonight we'll enjoy a southern dining experience at the historic Pirates House restaurant, which has been welcoming seafarers and visitors since 1753. After dinner, we'll enjoy some of the wonderful holiday decorations and lights Savannah has to offer. Day 4. This morning we will enjoy our Savannah City tour with a local guide. We'll learn about Savannah's charming history. We'll also visit Forsyth Park and the Confederate Memorial. We'll stroll along the cobblestone streets of Factors Walk and River Street, where old cotton warehouses have been converted into shops, art galleries and restaurants. We'll also get to enjoy some time at leisure this afternoon. Maybe you want to stop by some of the monuments located on River Street, including the African American Monument, the World War II Monument, the Waving Girl statue, or the Olympic Cauldron. Day 5, today we'll travel to Jekyll Island and take a trolley tour to view the grand cottages that once belonged to such notables as the Rockefellers, Vanderbilts, and J.P. Morgan. Later on this afternoon we'll enjoy lunch at the famous Jekyll Island Club, which was once owned by a group of American millionaires. This club was considered one of the most exclusive social clubs in America. Later we continue our journey south to the oldest city in the United States, St. Augustine, which was first settled in 1565, where we'll spend 2 nights in this city. Our hotels will either be the Courtyard by Marriott, St. Augustine, which is located across the street from the beach and just a few blocks from the city pier. There is a pool and fitness center, and you can grab dinner and a cocktail at the bistro. Or the Trip by Wyndham, which has an outdoor pool, hot tub, gym, and you can enjoy a beer or wine at Gastro Pub 333. Day 6 of our tour. This morning we'll enjoy a St. Augustine trolley tour featuring the Old Spanish Quarter, the historic Bayfront, the Old Town, which dates back to 1572, and the Plaza de la Constitucion with its shops and restaurants. This afternoon is at your leisure to explore more of the city's many cultural attractions. This evening we will enjoy a farewell dinner with your fellow travellers at a popular local restaurant. And then after dinner we'll enjoy the St. Augustine Night of Lights, which is rated by National Geographic as one of the best holiday lighting displays in the world. And then day 7 you'll depart St. Augustine and head home. The Historic South holiday includes your 10 meals, 6 breakfasts, 1 lunch, 3 dinners, your motor coach transportation, hotel transfers, admissions and sightseeing per the itinerary. We have 2 nights in Charleston, 2 nights in Savannah, and 2 nights in St. Augustine. We have our Charleston City Tour, Boone Hall Plantation, Fort Sumter Boat Tour, the Charleston Holiday Lights, Beaufort, the Beaufort Horse-Drawn Carriage Tour, Savannah City Tour, the Pirates House Restaurant, Jekyll Island Trolley Tour, lunch at Jekyll Island Club, the St. Augustine Trolley Tour, and the Night of Lights in St. Augustine. The next tour we'll be reviewing is the Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta. We'll be operating that in 2020 and 2021. We'll fly in and out of Albuquerque. We have 2 nights in Albuquerque and 3 nights in Santa Fe. Our 2 nights in Albuquerque are spent at the Albuquerque Marriott, and the 3 nights in Santa Fe will be at the Inn of the Governors or the Hilton. On this tour there are 5 breakfasts and 2 dinners. The Albuquerque Marriott has a fitness center, outdoor heated pool, and the Hielo Sandia restaurant with an array of New Mexican expired dining options. On day 1 we'll arrive in Albuquerque and enjoy a welcome dinner with your fellow travelers. Day 2, and today we'll experience one of the most photographic events in the world, the Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta. The first balloon fiesta took place in 1972 with just 13 balloons. Early this morning we'll view over 100 colourful balloons from around the world at the Dawn Patrol, and that will be followed by the mass ascension. The balloons make the sky become a palette of multicoloured orbs dancing in the colour morning light. Later we'll make a stop in Old Town to stroll the historic adobe buildings that house over 150 shops, galleries and restaurants. And we'll also see the icon of Old Town, the San Felipe de Neri Church. This evening we'll head back to the Balloon Fiesta to witness the balloon glow, where just before dusk burners from hundreds of balloons light up the evening sky. Day 3 this morning we visit the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center, depicting the history and culture of New Mexico's 19 Native American pueblos. Their permanent collection houses thousands of rare artifacts and work of art, including a renowned collection of historic and contemporary Pueblo pottery, as well as baskets, weaving, paintings, murals, jewelry and photographs. Then we'll head north from Albuquerque to visit the Los Alamos Bradbury Science Museum to learn about the Manhattan Project and the creation of the world's first atomic bomb. Later we'll arrive in Santa Fe for a 3-night stay. Santa Fe is renowned for its Pueblo-style architecture and as a creative arts hotbed. The Inn of the Governors is an authentic Southwest-style hotel located in downtown Santa Fe. It has a year-round outdoor heated pool, and head to Del Charro for local New Mexican flavors and margaritas. The Hilton is housed in a 300-year-old hacienda. Ortiz Restaurant serves up locally inspired dishes. You'll also find an outdoor pool and a gym at the property. The next morning we will travel north via the high road to Taos, passing through ancient villages founded in the 1700s, stop in the Spanish village of Chamayo to visit El Santuario, revered by pilgrims for the healing power of dirt found inside its chapel. And then later on we'll arrive in Taos, the historic home of the Pueblo Indians. We'll enjoy a brief city tour, then enjoy lunch on your own and some shopping in the Taos Plaza. Then later on we'll enjoy a tour of the Taos Pueblo, which is one of the oldest continuously inhabited communities in North America, before heading back to Santa Fe. Today we are going to enjoy a Santa Fe city tour, including details about the history, culture and unique architecture of this interesting city. We'll see the plaza, the Loretto Chapel and the Palace of the Governors, which is a Santa Fe landmark built in 1610. You'll have the rest of the day and evening at your own pace in this historic city to explore the many art galleries, museums, restaurants and shops. And then this evening we'll enjoy a farewell dinner at a local restaurant in the Santa Fe area. And the following day we will transfer to Albuquerque and fly home. Your Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta includes your round-trip airfare, 7 meals, 5 breakfasts, 2 dinners. The Balloon Fiesta including the Dawn Patrol and Balloon Glow, the Old Town Albuquerque, the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center, Los Alamos Science Museum, Santa Fe City Tour, Loretto Chapel, Taos Pueblo, the High Road to Taos, the Taos City Tour, 3 nights in Santa Fe and 2 nights in Albuquerque. Our final tour we'll be reviewing is our Kentucky Bluegrass and Noah's Ark, which has 2 nights in Louisville and 3 nights in Lexington. Our accommodations are either the Galt House or Brown Hotel in Louisville or the Embassy Suites or Griffin Gate Marriott in Lexington. On this tour there are 8 meals, 5 breakfasts and 3 dinners. On day 1 of our tour we arrive in Louisville and transfer to your hotel for a 2-night stay. Either the Galt Hotel, which is overlooking the waterfront from the heart of downtown. It is the largest hotel in Kentucky and its history dates back to the 1800s. With a seasonal outdoor pool, rooftop fitness center and spa, the hotel has 7 restaurants and lounges. The Brown Hotel is listed on the National Register of Historic Places and has a AAA 4-diamond rating. The hot brown sandwich was invented here. The hotel has 2 restaurants, a lobby bar and a fitness center. Day 2. This morning we'll enjoy a Louisville city tour, starting by visiting the Kentucky Derby Museum, which celebrates the tradition and history of the world-renowned Kentucky Derby. We'll enjoy 2 floors of interactive exhibits, a guided historic walking tour at Churchill Downs Racetrack, and get your heart racing by watching the museum's signature movie, The Greatest Race. Later on, we'll visit the Muhammad Ali Center, and the center's museum captures the story of Muhammad Ali's incredible life. Later, we'll visit the Louisville Slugger Baseball Bat Factory and Museum. Originally a woodworking shop in Louisville in 1855, the first pro bat was created for Pete Browning in 1884, whose nickname was the Louisville Slugger. The museum showcases the story of the Louisville Slugger baseball bats in baseball and in American history. Tonight's welcome dinner is at the Derby Dinner Playhouse. It opened in 1974. The dinner theatre experience features classic American cuisine and a production of a Broadway musical or a comedy. Day 3, we travel to Bardstown and visit the famous My Old Kentucky Home State Park. The park has a restored 1795 farm and a federal-style mansion. Later on, we'll stop in Loretto for a bourbon tour and tasting at the famed Maker's Mark Distillery, where you'll learn about the history of this distillery, see the warehouse which contains stained glass by Dale Chihuly, see the process of making their famous bourbon, and of course, have a taste. This afternoon we'll visit Shaker Village, a restored early 1800s Shaker religious community, and then later arrive in Lexington for a 3-night stay and enjoy the evening at your leisure. The Embassy Suites Lexington is located part of the University of Kentucky campus. The property has a pool, a fitness center, as well as the Paddock Bar and Grill. The Lexington Griffin Gate Marriott has a golf course, pool, fitness center and spa. Dining include JW Steakhouse and Lounge. Lexington is the second largest city in Kentucky and is known as the horse capital of the world and is at the heart of the Bluegrass region. Today, enjoy the scenic bluegrass of Lexington's horse country. Through rolling hills, past the white fences and famous horse farms. And we'll visit the Kentucky Horse Park, a working horse farm and the world's only park dedicated to man's relationship with the horse. We'll tour the Hall of Champions, the International Museum of the Horse, and see the Parade of Breeds. Later on we'll visit Ashland, which is the plantation home of statesman Henry Clay. Clay played a major role in the Missouri Compromise, the Tariff Compromise, and the Compromise of 1850. And this evening we'll enjoy dinner at a popular local restaurant in the Lexington area. Day 5 in the morning we will drive north to Williamstown to see the life-size replica of Noah's Ark at the Ark Encounter. The largest timber frame structure in the world, which opened in 2016 and was built to the dimensions given in the Bible. It is really a modern engineering marvel featuring 3 decks of exhibits. And then later we'll travel to Georgetown to visit the Toyota auto plant, and you'll get to see an up-close look at what it takes to build a car. The plant is home of the Camry and the Avalon. And later in the evening you'll enjoy a farewell dinner with your travellers before heading home the following day. The Kentucky Bluegrass and Noah's Ark includes your round-trip airfare, your 8 meals, 5 breakfasts and 3 dinners, your motor coach transportation. Your highlights of the tour include the Kentucky Derby Museum and Churchill Downs Racetrack, Kentucky Horse Park, the Toyota Auto Plant, the Derby Dinner Playhouse, Muhammad Ali Museum, the Maker's Mark Bourbon Distillery, the Ark Encounter, My Old Kentucky Home State Park, the Shaker Village, Louisville Slugger Museum and Factory, and Ashland, which is Henry Clay's estate. You have 2 nights in Louisville and 3 nights in Lexington. Thank you for joining me on the overview of these featured tours. I hope you have found it enjoyable and informative, and I look forward to seeing you on one of our tours in the future. Thank you very much and have a great day. Take care.